So Ben, now that you have a couple of seasons with this offense, does it feel like a second nature when you run plays?
Yeah, I think every year you learn, new nuances to the offense and things. But especially coming into my third year, getting more comfortable with the offense, and like I said, you always want to learn new things and always get better at things. So, there's always room for improvement. But coming in, I'm getting more comfortable and just trying to learn the new things I can, to be better.
What is about Matthew Stafford that gives you confidence for every play?
Just the way he is, the type of guy he is, the type of leader he is, and the type of person that he is. He holds you accountable. He makes you on your stuff. So you need someone like that, and he does a great job of uplifting everybody. So I'm excited to play for him, and I've been knowing him since I was a little kid. So it was awesome to play with him and keep playing with him.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Gary.
Hey, Van. Good to see you again.
Yes,
What have been your impressions so far of Allen Robinson, and what do you think he will bring to the receiving corps?
So kind of going back a little bit, I knew Allen. I lived in Detroit for a while, and we went to the same high school. So I kind of knew Allen a little bit before he came, and we always communicated through the time I got drafted till now. So I kind of knew him a little bit, but I always knew he's a great guy. I knew he's a great person. So I'm excited to have him, and he's been nothing but great since he's been here.
Is there anything in terms of his particular skill set that you think will add a dimension to you guys as a receiving corps, and if so, what is that?
Yeah, I think he adds everything. I think he has Chris routes, the way he catches the ball, the way he runs out the catch. I think he's going to fit right in, and and there's things that he has in his game that I'll try to implement to mine and learn from him. And he's one of the best to do it. So, but like I said, we're glad to have him, and we're excited that he's here.
Thank you.
Kevin.
Hey, Van, good to see you. In your 2 years going on 3, there's been a lot of change around you in the wide receiver core. When new guys come in, Allen Robinson being the latest example, do you take that as a challenge? I mean, do you turn it into motivation? Because everybody's trying to get the ball.
Yeah. I mean, I don't look at it. I look at it as just coming in, just doing my job and doing the best I can to be the best player I can be. When Allen came in, I know that he's gonna be nothing but helpful towards his team. I mean, and help us win more games. So that's kind of how I look at it, and just playing my game and learning from Allen too, and learning from Cup and learning from different guys. So, but when he comes in, I'm just looking at it as whatever he can do to help the team win. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. Last year, the Rams made moves in free agency and in the draft to bring in deep threats. And then you wind up being the guy who catches the first long touchdown pass from Matthew. I think you were 6th in the league in yards per reception. Is that a role that you would like to kind of establish yourself in? Do you think of yourself as a deep threat in those terms?
I mean, I just try to be an all-around player. Whatever role that they want me to play, that's the role I'm going to do. Whatever I can do to help the team win. So last year was just a role that I was suited with, and I tried to just do it to the best of my ability, and it worked out. So but this year I'm just going to whatever role they want me to play and execute that to the best of my ability. So that's kind of my mindset on that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Jordan.
Hey, Van, good to see you. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, Ms. Jordan?
Good. The last time we saw you, you were sprinting off of the field after the Super Bowl because your wife was in labor. All of that in itself is obviously a lot to process, but can you take us through what your processing has been like after the game itself, what you thought of it, and then also what that moment was like for you and your family?
Yeah, well, just focusing on the game in general, I think that me being accountable of myself, I think that that wasn't my best play in football that game. definitely, left some plays on the field I felt like I could have made, but in the grand scheme of things, we won the game. Of course, you're always going to be hard on yourself. Of course, you are going to want more for yourself and, expect a lot out of yourself. But, just me being, the person I am and being accountable of, my play, I feel like I could have played a lot better than I did. But then transition to after the game, it was a wild sequence. I think it was crazy. I didn't know that, because, after the game, we won. You expect family to come on the field and, I'm looking and I'm like, where's my wife? Where's she at? And, I just remember, I forgot her name, but, she was just like, your wife is in labor. I'm like, whoa, what? So I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was going on. And I had my 2 other children there with me. So, them being, so little, they wanted to celebrate more being the confetti, but, hey, we got to go, So it was a wild sequence. And, ultimately I didn't end up making it to the hospital in order to see the birth of my son, but so I viewed it on FaceTime and, it was a crazy experience, but, it worked out perfect. My wife was saying the whole time, like, I know the baby's gonna come on the Super Bowl. And I was like, I don't think so. But, she was right.
And just to, congrats to you guys, first of all, but also just to go back to the football part just for a minute. I remember you talked a little bit last year about sometimes you would internalize those things when, maybe you didn't have your best game and you were working through how to use it as motivation instead. So how has that process been for you?
Just correcting the mistakes, just really looking at the film and going back and just, looking at the bad plays, and I think that's something that, I have to do. And, always, keep your mentals right and, keep your physical right. So, just taking time off, being with family and, having a debrief, and just, re-energizing pretty much, just coming into this season with a new mindset and, be ready for the task at hand. So, last season is the last season. This is a whole new season. So, just trying to suit up and get ready to play again.
Thank you so much, Van.
Yeah.
Nick.
Hey, Van, how you doing, man?
How you doing?
Doing good. Just kind of backpacking a little bit off of that. When you obviously having a newborn, sleep is obviously a quality that you guys have to still acquire. But
Yeah.
what does it mean just to have, you're a man of faith, but also football, but then having that addition to the family? How did that shape you? How did that exactly change you? Do you prepare differently now, now that you have your son and, getting ready for this upcoming season? How do you prepare differently?
Yeah, well, like you said, sleep is definitely, that's right now, sleep is kind of limited. So, but, but just getting ready for the season, man, it's just, but like you said, it's a blessing to be able to, have that tag as a father. I pride myself on being a father and I love being a father, taking care of my kids and, being there for them, but, also getting ready for the season and, getting ready for the upcoming season, dad's gonna have to go away for a little bit for training camp. So, they understand that and, they know what time it is and what goes on. But, it was exciting. It was an exciting time and, it was an exciting time for me and my family and also for the grandparents too as well. They're very excited. So, but it was an awesome moment, man, and such a blessing. And, to be gifted a child from God, it's the ultimate, blessing. So, we're excited about it and, enjoy being a father.
And I was talking with Cooper Kupp. He always credits, his wife as far as being that support system for him when he's got to focus on football. And you obviously have the same thing with yours. How much does that help you just mentally knowing that you have that strong support system so you can go out there and be the best wide receiver that you can be and really contribute to this offense?
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to my wife. She's the ultimate warrior for sure. She always keeps me uplifted, always telling me, the good things. And, when I might, being in a rut, she's always there to uplift me. And, I always tell her, I think that, God designed her specifically for me in ways, just her, the way she talks to me, the way that she, encouraged me. And it's great, man, to have that in your corner. And, but at the same time, she holds me accountable and always tells me when I'm wrong and, make sure that I'm getting things done. But, she's awesome. And, I have nothing but great things to say about her. I mean, of course, that's my wife. So I'm always going to have great things to say about her.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Van.
Yes, sir.
Kurt.
That's great stuff, Van. She's right because she told you about the birth being on the Super Bowl.
Right, exactly.
Hey, we all know that NFL is a great sport, but it's also a business. You guys lost Robert Woods to that wide receiving room. How difficult was that for you to see that happen? Reality check, motivation for you to make more plays. Describe what it was for you.
Yeah, definitely difficult. I mean, when I first came into the league, Rob was the one that really kind of pulled me aside and took me under his wing and, taught me the ropes. And, he was the one that was kind of on me a lot, getting me to be this way, how to play this way. And so it was difficult to see, him go. But, I always told him, I want to keep the relationship that we have, and we still communicate. And I know he's going to do great things in Tennessee, but it was hard for him to go. I think everybody in the building knew how Robert was important to us and how he kind of set the foundation, just a Rams wide receiver. So it was difficult to see him go, but, I'm excited for him, a new opportunity he gets to, get, and I know he'll do great things in Tennessee.
Hey, we're a couple of weeks away from Father's Day, and as a new father yourself, and certainly we all remember your dad playing as well, what comes to mind? What is Father's Day going to mean for you this year?
Father's Day is important, just like, Mother's Day is important too as well. But it's just a day to where you get to, thank God for the father that he blessed you with. And, I have a great dad, and he's always been there for me, always, has had my corner. And, for me being a dad, it's important too as well to, celebrate that day. But, we celebrate it every day. We barbecue and, watching TV, that's pretty much it. But, it's important holiday for all the fathers out there. So, and for all the mothers too on Mother's Day that, so it's just it's a good day, and we'll just chill and relax and just have a good time.
Great. Thank you, Van. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Maria.
Hey, Van, great to see you again.
You too, Miss Maria. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm real good. You guys just won the Super Bowl and you're coming back into that building. What feels different, or does it not feel different to you?
I just think, winning the Super Bowl was a great experience. I think, if you ask anybody, that was probably one of the best days of everybody's lives that day. And I think, just come back into the building, we just know, we want to have that feeling again. So, we're just taking it day by day and, perfecting our craft and, just like I said, just taking it one day at a time. But, I think if you ask anybody, we would love to experience that feeling again. So, we're just walking in, taking our work, seriously, and taking it day by day. And hopefully, the results speak for themselves, and, we're back in it again.
Do you feel like the drive, like inside of you, feels more, deliberate because you guys did just win one?
Oh, definitely. I think, like I said, I think you want to experience that feeling again, as many times as you can. So I think everyone has that drive to get back to that moment, experience that moment again. So like I said, we're just taking it day by day, taking the little steps to get us there. And, hopefully at the end of the season, we'll be there again, experiencing that feeling. But, you just got to take it one day at a time.
Thank you, Van, and good luck on the sleep.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then we'll wrap up with Stu.
Hey, Van, great to see you again.
How you doing?
Great, man. So going back to the birth of your son, Champ, I'm sure between, winning the Super Bowl and obviously him being born, must have felt like things were moving, 100 miles an hour between, the season ending and, the off season beginning in that manner. Had things kind of slowed down for you at any point yet? Or does it still feel kind of like, you're moving that fast or that quickly, or everything's sort of been a whirlwind in that way?
No, things are slowing down. I think the only thing I'm trying to do now is just get some sleep. But things are definitely slowing down and, calming down now. And, we've had the grandparents come and help out a little bit. But, like I said, that was just a crazy experience to, for that to win the Super Bowl and to have a child on the same day. It was crazy. But, things are slowing down and, just getting back into the swing of things now.